Welcome to the Open Elective course on entrepreneurship in plant-based drugs.
This is the part 3. In this part, let us learn the history of plants that are used in the making of drugs and medicines. See, the history is very long, history is very complicated, history is very elaborated. The oldest document on the use of plants as medicine was available in a Sumerian clay slab, which is about 5,000 years old, in which the description about 12 different recipes, drugs explained, and also in which the use of different medicinal plants is also explained in this Sumerian clay slab. This 5,000-year-old Sumerian clay slab, which was discovered in Nagpur in India, explains about the use of plants as drugs and medicines in India. It goes to show that Indians have been using plants as drugs and medicines for more than 5,000 years as per the recorded history. There is another document which is about 2,500 years old, which goes to say that even Chinese were using plants as drugs and medicines. The ancient Vedic period of India is deemed to be the most luxuriant and most prosperous period of knowledge and power. There are many Vedas, and one of the most important Veda that is related to medical biology is Atharvaveda. Atharvaveda explains about how medicines are made, how plants are used for making medicines, and Ayurveda is considered to be the Upaveda of Atharvaveda. Ayurveda is a science of medicine, science of drugs, science of preparing drugs from the plants. So not only preparing drugs, there are different angles of Ayurveda also. So thus, Vedic period is considered to be the most prosperous period in the field of medicine. In addition to all these things, let us focus on various important events through which the drugs and medicines have been developed by man in the history.
Ancient Indian physicians were also pioneers in the field of surgery. A great epic called Sushruta Samhita, which explains about different medical practices, was written in 6th century BCE. Sushruta is known as the father of surgery in India. Ever since the ancient times, in search for rescue for their disease, man is looking for drugs in nature, drugs in plants. The beginning of the medicinal plants use were instinctive, as is the case with animals. Until the advent of chemistry in 16th century, plants had been the source of treatment and prophylaxis. Nonetheless, the decreasing efficacy of the drugs and the increasing contradictions of their usage make the use of natural drugs from plants topical again, and the prominence of plants as the source of medicines is even more important nowadays. Eber's papyrus, written in 1550 BC, represents a collection of 800 prescriptions referring to 700 different plant species that are used for making drugs in the treatment of various diseases. In Homer's epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey, created in 800 BC, 63 plant species from different sources were explained as to how to make drugs from plants. It is actually an Egyptian, Assyrian pharmacotherapy method that was used in the Egyptian region and which is depicted in Homer's epics. Theophrastus, the great philosopher, great Greek philosopher, founded the botanical science of botany. His book De Casus Plantarum, the plant etiology, and the De Historia Plantarum explained about the different types of plants that are there in the world. His book explains about 500 medicinal plants known at that time. Similarly, Pliny the Elder, a contemporary of Dioscorides, who traveled throughout Germany and Spain and described about 1000 medicinal plants in his book called Historia Naturalis. It's a well-known fact that traditional systems of medicines always played important role in meeting the global healthcare needs. The system of medicines which are considered to be Indian in origin are the systems of medicines which have come to India from outside and got assimilated into Indian culture are known as Indian systems of medicine. In this video, attempt would be made to provide a brief profile of Indian systems to familiarize you about them so that it will be easy for you to understand the Indian systems of medicine, which are very, very important in the global healthcare industry. The Atharvaveda is the knowledge storehouse of Atharvanas, the procedure for everyday life. Ancient Indian physicians were also pioneers in the field of surgery. A great epic called Sushruta Samhita, which explains about different medical practices, was written in 6th century BCE. Sushruta is known as the father of surgery in India. Vagbhata's Ashtanga Hridaya is considered as another major treatise of Ayurveda. Till the medieval period, it was perhaps the only system available in the Indian subcontinent at that time to cater to the healthcare requirement of people. It enjoyed the unquestioned patronage and support of the people. This can be considered as the golden period of Ayurveda. The trust and patronage of Ayurvedic system was destroyed by the invasion of foreigners, Mughals and British. Actually, the worst period was the British rule, during which the importance was given to allopathy through official patronage. In the early part of 20th century, interest in Ayurveda is rekindled as a part of national freedom movement. Ayurveda literally means the science of life. It is presumed that the fundamental and applied principles of Ayurveda got organized and enunciated around 1500 BC. Atharvaveda, the last of the four great bodies of knowledge known as Vedas, which forms the backbone of Indian civilization, contains 114 hymns related to formulations for the treatment of different diseases. There are different forms of Ayurvedic medicines which are basically prepared by using different medicinal plants. They are kashayam, which is like a juice or a syrup. Then we have arishtam, avaleha, which is nothing but a paste, vati, and then we have churnam. So these are the different forms in which the Ayurvedic medicines are prepared by using plants and given to people who are suffering from different diseases. In India, Ayurveda is considered not just as an ethno-medicine but also as a complete medical system that takes into the consideration physical, psychological, philosophical, ethical and spiritual well-being of the mankind. The system of medicines which are considered to be Indian in origin are the systems of medicines which have come to India from outside and got assimilated into Indian culture are known as Indian systems of medicine. India has the unique distinction of having 6 recognized systems of medicines in this category. They are Ayurveda, Siddha, Yunani, Yoga, Naturopathy, and homeopathy, together called Ayush. Ayush is an acronym. Though homeopathy came to India in 18th century, it completely assimilated into the Indian culture and got enriched like any other traditional system. Yunani system is one of the oldest systems of medicine, started by Hippocrates, the father of medicine, in 460 BC, who freed medicine from the realm of superstition and magic and gave it the status of science. Naturopathy deals with disease prevention, help in overcoming insomnia, alternative therapies, improve body own healing mechanism, treatment by traditional medicine, connecting with their own inner self. So this is the type of treatment, and these are different methods that are used in the naturopathic treatment. The term Siddha means achievements, and Siddhas were saintly persons who achieved the results in medicine. 18 Siddhas were said to be important in contributing towards the development of Siddha medical system. Siddha literature is in Tamil and it is practiced largely in Tamil speaking parts of India. Homeopathy is a holistic, logical, philosophical system of individualistic drug therapeutics based on well-proved scientific principles, especially the law of similars. This therapeutic system was introduced by Samuel Hahnemann, renowned German physician, more than 200 years ago. Basically, there are two different systems of medicines. One is the traditional systems, under which you come across different branches of Ayush, Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. The other one is called allopathic medicine, is another term for conventional and modern Western medicine. It is an evidence-based system where doctors and the healthcare professional treat symptoms using conventional medicines. Thank you very much for watching this video. We'll meet again in the next video with some other topic. Thank you and keep learning.